This is FCA 551. Hold on. Order of protection. Now here's the thing. I'm reading through this section. I'm like, I've read this all before. Bam! It's literally word for word, except for maybe a paragraph. Same shit as FCA 446. The list is literally the same. There's maybe one extra thing. So it would be nice if I had these connections before, but like someone I'm paying to teach me maybe brought that to my attention so I didn't have to kill myself. Such as the fact that when you look at these articles, like if you, let's say you compare Article 4 and Article 5 of FCA, it's the same fucking order. It's jurisdiction, venue, hearing, orders. I'm sorry to get worked up, but this shit makes me crazy because I'm literally killing myself, which I'm sure you guys can relate to. And there's no comparison. There is no chart that's like bam, 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 that you could just look and say, oh, boom, match, and not kill yourself and read everything separately. Really make those connections. Well, here's the connection. I want you to pull up your book and I want you to look up FCA 446 and FCA 551, and I want you to see the list and see how it's the same, and even the paragraphs after are matching. So I only wrote the paragraph that is different. So I'm gonna read the paragraph that's different, which is the beginning of section FCA 551. Then I'm going to go to the other card, read through the list, and then just tell you that most of the ending part is the same as well. So you just got to go look at it and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see where there's a connection that's never brought up. Okay, and considering the amount of information that we need to know, which, by the way, I'm behind by hundreds of pages, and I've been studying for like 6 months, like since they announced the test. Mind you, my studying method was me asking other people who have taken the test, because it's my first time taking the test. And some of the advice I got wasn't really good for me. It wasn't conducive for me because I don't consider myself a voracious reader. And the person that I spoke to said that she read through this shit like 3 times. I don't know how she did that. I really don't. Maybe she was already in the court system. I don't know. But if I had to do it again, I would not have done that. Okay? And I probably would have been coasting by now if I didn't. But anyway, my point is, look at these 2 things and see what I'm talking about. Order of protection under 446, and then order of protection under 551, and it's literally word for word the same fucking shit. So you don't have to kill yourself if you can make connections. All right, let's move on. So this is FCA 551. The court may make an order of protection in assistance or as a condition of any other order made under this article. The order may set forth reasonable conditions of behavior to be observed for a specific time by petitioner or respondent or both. Okay, so from that point on, it goes into this list. And it's the same list in 446. I'm gonna read through it again. I'm gonna read through it, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I believe that this part, I'm just gonna skip to the list, but there's a paragraph after that matches 446. You can even go back to the 446 video and watch the video if you don't want to look it up. Okay, just go on the playlist. Everything is in order. You can't miss it. Okay, I'm just going to go through the list. A, stay away from home, school, business, place of employment, or any specified location by court. B, permit parents to visit child at stated periods. C, refrain from committing family offense or criminal offense or from harassing, intimidating, or threatening. D, permitted to enter residence during specific time to get their belongings. E, refrain from acts of commission or, damn, those birds are loud today, or omission that create unreasonable risk to health, safety, of welfare of a child. F, to participate in educational program and pay for costs if person has means to do so, not required by state or any political subdivision. G, provide for medical health insurance for expenses incurred for medical care, treatment arising from incident forming basis of order of protection. H, to refrain from intentionally killing without justification any companion animal, God, this is horrible, or a minor child residing in such person's household. I, promptly return specified identification docs, birth certificate, passport, social security card, health insurance or other benefit card, or documents used to access bank, credit, or other financial accounts or records, tax returns, any driver's license, and immigration. Hold on. Immigration. Docs, including, not limited to, U.S. permanent resident card and employee authorized document. Basically, joint usage documents. J, refrain from remotely controlling any connected devices affecting the home or vehicle. K, to observe such other condition as are necessary to further the purposes of protection. Court may also award custody of child to either parent or appropriate relative in the second degree during temporary order of protection. Nothing in this section gives court power to place or board out any child or commitment to institution or agency. Okay, so that's the list that's in both of these order of protection sections in both Article 4 and Article 5. I'm sure there's a lot more connections, but I'm just trying to get this stuff down before I could even begin to think of an overview to connect this stuff. But we all know that there's people out there that have been doing this for so many years, and yet there's nothing to make any connections like this. So I don't mean to throw whatever, but considering the fact that I'm struggling to get all this information under my belt in like an unreasonable amount of time, I'm gonna gripe a little bit. So, all right, let's move on. This was FCA 551 with a reference to FCA 446. Jesus.